Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome back everybody to a brand new full flight video here on the channel. I thought it would be time we showed the NG some love. Flown a bit of everything recently, so it must be time for us to get the PMDG 737 back out. We've got this lovely livery that I've downloaded from flightsim.to. Obviously Jet2 known for chartering out aircraft that will help with their capacity over summer and times like that. So that's what I've got here, is one of these. So it's a nice simple livery, but you know, I actually do, I quite like it. So yes, we are in a PMDG 737. Today we are going to be heading from Manchester, and we're going to go down to Rhodes in Greece. Looking forward to this flight. I haven't been down over like the kind of Eastern European way in a while. And yeah, got nice Manchester scenery. I've done some tweaking with how I record the videos and with FSTL and with my settings in general. So I'm hoping, I know Manchester's not quite as difficult for flight sim to run as Heathrow was in the last video, but I'm hoping for a slightly better experience lag wise. It's not fantastic right now, but you know, I can just about deal with it as it is. I think again it's probably more down to the traffic than anything else. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into the flight deck and get set up for a flight down to Rhodes. So, welcome to the flight deck of the NG. It's actually quite nice to be back in the NG. The 737 family in general is my bread and butter, so can't really go wrong. I don't even know what panel state this is actually, and I've just loaded it up, but the IRSs are already aligned, so we'll just roll with it as it is. So we'll just do our flows, as they call them. Just leave all the fuel pumps as they are just now. This is all fine. I like both the switches down. Fire the window heats on. I'll leave the probe heats off for now. I'm just going to put the packs off. APU on and off. If you see me like scrolling in and out, it's because I'm used to flying the iFly, where it's you need to use the scroll wheel for most of the switches. This is the opposite. Our final cruise altitude today will be 350, although we're only initially going up to 330, sorry. Felt like it got really dark all of a sudden. The other thing I'm going to do is go down here and go to the FS Actions, Ground Services, and how do I get rid of the stairs? I don't know why it's decided to start doing like these things automatically itself. That annoys me. Right, I will ask GSX to begin boarding for us. Thank you. So, just while we're down here, actually, I'll just get the fuel and things set up for the flight. Fuel-wise, we are taking 14,700 kilos, 14700. There we go. And for payload, our zero fuel weight is, oh, no wonder we're doing a step climb. We are heavy. 61.8 on the payload. 61.8. So 95% and we're quite a lot of fuel, so we're probably going to be quite close to maximum takeoff weight as well, I would imagine, potentially. Feels like that's really dark, I don't know why. But yeah, do you need me to do that? Nice. Why? I don't know why there's no... Is there no air bridges here in real life? Is this what it looks like in real life? There's some over there. I mean, it looks like there should be some. And the bus is here clipping through everything, so who knows? Yeah, I've no idea. Also, what happened to all the clouds? What has happened to the clouds? I mean, according to Active Sky, there is few clouds at 2200. I mean, I suppose there's some. I mean, I swear like 5 seconds ago there was loads, but it is what it is. Don't you just love GSX? It's, to be fair, probably not a GSX issue that more than I don't know. Anyway, where were we? I've completely lost my train of thought. We're setting up. We'll go into the FMC, right? Pause in it. We are at Manchester, so Echo Golf Charlie Charlie. No idea what gate we are, but it doesn't matter. I could do flight plan request, but let's just put in the company route, which is Lima Golf Romeo Papa. We are Chanex. What are we actually? We are 1737. 1737 and the 737. How unique. We're going to be to partners 26 left. Not 26. 23 left. Oh, we're in for a flyer today, folks. We'll execute that. I just like to do the departure now. So 23 left, and we are on the sunny One Yankee. Where is it? There, it's there. We'll execute that. Will we put the arrival in? Aye, let's do it. The arrival, we are going into 06, of which there is no ILS, so that will be fun. This is different. 2 Charlie, I believe. Yeah. Let's put the codec transition in. I don't know if that's what we're meant to be using. Let's just check the... Again, I could be doing all this and then might have to redo it all at the end of the flight, but I like to do it because... Holy stew. Okay. So... What the excuse my French, but what is going on here? That'll do. Now, I know you're not really meant to do that, but we're not on VATSIM, so who gives a damn? Okay, so we can put that back down. Anyway, back to the performance page. 0 fuel weight. I don't know what the reserves are meant to be, so I'm just going to put 1 in. Make our own cost index, 25. As I say, initially going to 330 before we then step climb up to 350 later on in the flight. The transition altitude at Manchester, I think 6,000, but I will double check that on the charts. Where is it? It would help if I had the right charts loaded and ready for the video. SID, there we go. It's 5,000. See, that's why you check, because that's really important we get that right. Performance, where is that an option? Please tell me it's an option. PMDG setup options, simulation. No, it's got to be aircraft equipment. Flight tablet, yes. I was going to say. Performance tool. Import import. Okay. Oh, do you know, it's probably not set up with my SimBrief. That's fine. We'll just do it ourselves. 2-3 left. Import from aircraft. Import the weather. And calculate. Flaps 5. We are selecting 46 on normal takeoff. So normal takeoff, 46 degrees, 93.6 on the N1. Flaps 5. The CG is 18.3, so we can set the trim to what's it on 6.23. Has it always been this slow? Let's go with that. So it's given 51, 52 and 56. 51, 52, 56. And just like that, that's sorted. So V2, we'll put in the MCP 156. The heading we shall put in as well. The heading for the airport, for the runway, is 231. So we will just file that in very quickly. I love how it's the old style MCP, so we really are throwing it back a little bit. I would love for there to be a 737 Classic in the sim, like the 737-400 or the 737-300. Even Jet2 still have the 300 flying. I would love to have one of them in the sim. I don't think we'll see one in the near future, but I would love to see one day. So I've just put it straight up to cruising altitude, or our initial cruise altitude anyway. So we can go left flight director on, right flight director on. We can arm LNAV, arm VNAV, auto brake to RTO. Anything else? Oh, the pressure, which is 1029. Oh, not the 1029, which is set standard across. That's fine. We can squawk 7000. I don't even know why I'm bothering to do this, but screw it. $7,000. Right. Okay. So with that, I think I'm just going to reset GSX because it's asking me to open cargo doors and shit, and I can't be bothered opening doors. So we're just going to ask it to push us back, please. Push back, please. So I'm going to put the parking brake on and get the APU started. There we go. Can fire all the fuel pumps on. There we go. We'll fire the Pro Peats on. Can have a little look at the right doors. We're just going to close all the doors that are open. That's fine. So it will just be the chocks once the APU is started up. Look at all these lovely views. And the cloud, look at that, the clouds are back. Was it always like that, or is it just, was it so bright that I couldn't see them? Who knows? Don't you just love that the planes are landing on the wrong runway? Oh, ooh, GSX, what have you done? Oh, how do I fix that? You might not be able to see this, but I need that to really go away. Oh no. Oh no, we can't have this. Right, the plan is, because that looks terrible, once GSX has pushed us back, I'm going to just like reset the settings for it or something. Try that. That sounds like we have an APU that started, which we do, so we fire over to the APU gens. We can get rid of the ground power, remove the chocks, ideal, come over to this, go to the climb page. Hopefully GSX does its thing now. Fire the anti-collision light on. Oh no, they're back. You don't look ready for pushback. I've never ever had this pink texture thing before, but in the past like 3 flights I've seen it. Love it. Yeah, in the past 3 flights I've had these pink textures in one way or the other that I've never ever had any time before in my life, which is odd. I gave GSX the benefit of the doubt earlier when I said, oh, it's probably because the gate's not working, but I ain't getting the benefit of the doubt with that. And I love the fact that that EasyJet sounds like a 757, because that is the classic unmistakable sound of an RB211. Cannot wait for the 7.5 to come out. I'm having far too much fun watching the planes landing. The EasyJet 757 A320 is landing. Sorted. Is he ready for me to release the brakes? Let's find out. Excellent. I do like this big cargo aircraft that's parked beside us here. I mean, I might have just parked at the complete wrong gates. I think I've flown out of Manchester in real life once, and it was a good few years ago now. Anyway, I am rambling, getting quite good at that. Let's get engine number 2 started. Fire it to ground. Wait for 2.5. There it is. If I can remember my numbers. Sorry, Mr. EasyJet, it's that me that's got in your way. That's a good start on engine number 2. So, we can go with engine number 1. I feel like the ground is far too reflective. Parking brakes on. Waiting for 2.5 on the old N1. In goes the fuel. Looks like a good start to me. Yeah, there's a starter cutout. So with that, we can go on to the engine generators. The APU can go off. Packs to auto. Let's get some air conditioning in this place. Wish there was some air conditioning in my room right now, that's for sure. Hydraulics can come on. We'll blind the ground crew, put the taxi light on there. Starter switches to continuous. And we can go flaps 5. Now, I've been having a thing where I feel like my flight controls are far too light recently. I've tried to fix that as well. Hopefully I have. Don't you dare come down here. This is the reason. This is exactly the reason why I haven't been using traffic. Because they're just annoying, and I'm not using default ATC, and I don't even care that he's turned in there. The point still stands. Anyway, brakes off. Let's go. Runway 23 left we're going for. Can feel the weight. It's taking a lot of power to get this thing moving. So I think we want to head up this way. Yeah. Spin around. Looks like there's an aircraft coming in, but that could be going in for our runway. Now I can't see it. Screw it, I think that's for the other runway. So we will quickly jump across the runway then. It doesn't look like anything's going to hit us. Landing lights can just come on. Strobe on because we are crossing a runway. I'll put TARA on the transponder, just since we're crossing a runway as well. Yeah, looks like we're absolutely fine for that. Absolutely grand. I never realised Manchester was so up and down, as in like so like hilly. Now, That is 100% this runway. The question is, do we have time? My answer to that is, of course we do. Is that even a question? Auto throttle on. Yeah, loads of time. Our friend Mr. EasyJet is off the runway anyway. So let's just go for it, will we? 40%. Stable, takeoff. Checked. Rotate. Positive rate. Gears coming up. Just realised I forgot to start SkyDolly, so there will be no recordings of the departure, unfortunately. Right, well, try and remember that for the arrival. Although it could be dark on the arrival, so we'll see. Look at that. I do seem to be able to do better with the controls in the PMDG. I don't know, maybe it's either every other aircraft's unrealistic or the PMDG is unrealistic. So, I don't know. Because I haven't had the chance to hand fly in a while because of the issues I've been having, I'm just going to keep rolling with it. Flaps 1. Roll it out of the turn. Flaps up. Nose down. Lovely. Flaps up, no light. Accelerating to 250. Bring that nose up. Try not to overspeed. Going to altitude intervene because we're not on VATSIM, as I've said. Autopilot on. What a departure. Yeah, it's nice to be back in the NG. I do like the NG. It will always have a place in my heart. Plane over there. Setting standard pressure 1, 2, 3 times. Auto brake can go off. The landing gear can go off. The retractable landing lights can come off to reduce drag. Starter switches can go off. Cabin crew can do their thing. And we are off down to Rhodes. Look at that. Lovely. I could sit and watch the views in the sim all day. I mean, some might argue I do that anyway. Anyway, there is 10,000, so landing lights off. I'll just put the seatbelts to auto. And yeah, we're on the climb out down to Rhodes. Anyway, I won't ramble too long this time. So I will leave you folks, and with that I will catch you in the arrival down into Rhodes, and if there is some cruise shots coming up, enjoy them, and I will see you in the approach. See you then. Good evening. Welcome back everybody. We're in a descent down into Rhodes. Been a nice flight, got some nice screenshots actually of the sunset as we came down. I apologise that it's yet another nighttime landing. I know it can make it really difficult to actually see what's going on. So I do apologise about that. But hopefully it won't be too bad. We'll get some nice views on arrival down into Rhodes. Just coming through flight level 130 at the moment. A gripe that I do have with the PMDG 737 is that you can't turn down the cabin lights, which I don't understand why the feature is not in the FMC, because it's in the 777. I'm sure it was in the 737 and P3D, so I don't know why it's not a feature in here. Even if it wasn't in P3D, it definitely is in the 777, and I feel like it should be in this one, because it's kind of annoying when you're like looking out the window and it's bright white, but it is what it is. In terms of the landing today, we can get set up. That's right, I just actually forgot we don't actually have an ILS. I was going to put the ILS frequency and things in, but we're not using the ILS because this runway doesn't have one, I believe. So we're just kind of winging it really, which is fun. That's what we like. In fact, I could probably bring up the chart for it if we wanted to be really excited. I can't even remember what arrival we're meant to be on. I wish I knew what that noise was, if you heard that. Right, approach to that's Manchester. Let's just go back. Right, charts. Approach. VOR runway 06. Yeah, so it's all a bit all over the place. Basically we come in, do a swooping turn and head into 06. There's nothing really crazy about it. I could put the VOR in, but do you want the truth? Do you really want the truth? I can't be bothered. We're going to wing it. Yeah, I can't be bothered. Oh, or should I? Do you know, I'm just too good. Too good. 108.6 for the VOR. There we go. We'll put it on both sides. Why not? 1086. Boom. There you go. Course 065. It's the final approach course. 065. 0. Actually. Yeah, I'm just going to turn that off. Below 10,000, let's just fire all the lights on. Literally everything. Seatbelts on. RC's on. Seats, please. Thank you. The decision, the minimums is 1100, so we can put that in. That's quite high. So we'll probably be here. Oh jeez, I'll literally be here all day putting this in. I mean, this is pointless. Come on. 512, that seems good enough to me. We can go to the QNH on the ground, which is 1021. I'm really hoping that the traffic doesn't start trying to get in the way. But we'll see. Flaps 2. Flaps. Auto brake 2. It's quite a nice easy descent down here. I'm just going to put terrain on. I just want to see. I don't know. Yeah, I was just having a bit of a mind fart there. I thought we were coming in over the island, but we're not. I just looked at the chart again, so I'm just going to turn that off because we're going to be nowhere near the ground. Famous last words. So I believe that will be the airport there. I mean, that looks like a runway to me. So if you're watching this bit of the video, you'll know that in the previous video that we had some issues where the iFly 737 MAX that I was taking from Malaga to Prestwick and Storm Ashley, how I had some issues with it crashing into the sea, things like that, like the autopilot disconnecting itself. I thought that was potentially an iFly issue, but what I've just found out is that it's actually an issue with my Logitech X56 hardware. Apparently it's got something to do with I can't even remember now, like electrical interference or electrical power in the USB slots that they're plugged into, that's causing ghost inputs, which makes sense because I looked over at this just maybe about 10 minutes away from the top of the descent, and my speed seemed really low in this aircraft and I couldn't work out why, and it was only about 2 minutes later I realised that we were sitting at flaps 1, so it's doing ghost inputs. I wouldn't be surprised if the reason we ended up in the sea in the iFly was because it ghost inputted like some form in some way of taking the autopilot out or something like that, is my guess. So yeah, I've basically there doesn't seem to be a great remedy for it other than try changing the USB slot, doing some mad settings which I haven't read into too much, so that's rather frustrating. There's the runway there. Looks like 2 reds, 2 whites already, which is fantastic. Let's just go flaps 1. Get this speed coming down. Right, we'll just quickly do starter switch to continuous. RCs on seats, please. All good, I think. Cool. Because I'm probably going to manually take this down most of the way. Now, is it this runway or that runway? It's this one, isn't it? I'm sure it's this one. Now, that is what I was hoping wouldn't happen. I think the AI traffic's using the other runway because the wind is like dead. Remove. So just pretend you don't see that. Right, flaps coming to 5. Autopilot's out. Auto throttle is out. Let's take this for a nice long landing all on my own. Basically just using the pappies the whole way down. Hand flying and the gear isn't even down yet. Just what you like to see. Speaking of, we can go gear down, flaps 15. In at ref. So we want 154 on the final speed. Flaps 30. Wasn't paying attention to my speed there. Come on. Basic stuff. Come on. Yeah, just totally get sidetracked by looking out the window there. Not paying attention. Speed brakes armed. Let's not forget about that. Auto brake 2. Speed brakes armed. Flaps 30. We are good. Now we look too high, look quite a bit too high actually. We look really high. Down you come on. Down you come. Come on.
Approaching minimums.
Checked.
500 minimums.
Landing. Even though we should have said that a while ago.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
And we're down. Speed brakes up, spoilers. Speed brakes are up, reversers are out. There's 80. Manual braking, reversals are stowed. Welcome to Rhodes. A very dark looking Rhodes, but it is what it is on that front, unfortunately. Bang the speed brake in. Flaps up. Hello? I don't think you guys are meant to be here. Or maybe they are and I shouldn't have come off here. So we'll just pretend we don't see this. And we'll just take this stand here. So, APU on. Landing lights off. All the lights off. Starter switches to off. This looks like it's stand 5. So GSX. 5. No. Swissport, I guess. There we go. Come on, plane. Auto brake off. Yeah, I don't know what the script is for the planes that were parked there. It's a wee bit weird. Maybe I'm not meant to come off there. This is why I should have consulted my charts. Okay, that was interesting. Parking brake set, APU is online, over to the APU generators, and kill the fuel. Fuel pumps can all come off, apart for no, we just actually take them all off. We'll put the light on, because I can't see a thing. Anti-collision light off, seat belts off. Packs off because I'm not. Actually, no, I'll leave the packs on auto for the moment. And welcome to Rhodes Airport. Questy boarding. That was very loud. As you can see, I didn't actually fix the issue with the pink textures, but if you go far enough back you can't see them. Interesting. So I had an aircraft take off towards me and now there's one coming in this direction. Ah, lovely. Yeah, welcome to Rhodes. I don't know what the script is with the planes that are parked there. I'm thinking I shouldn't have come off where I did, I guess, is the... See now... I'm just so confused. Why is there a taxiway there if... Who knows? Who knows? We're not in a Transavia. This is us here. Apologies, I'm sitting rambling again, just messing about. But yeah, welcome to Rhodes Airport. Bit of a riot again. The last two videos have been a bit of a riot, a bit like my life recently, so I apologise for that. I hope you have still enjoyed the video nonetheless though. And yeah, as always, if you have suggestions for where you'd like us to go next, you are more than welcome to let me know and we'll see what we can do. But in the meantime folks, I just want to thank you again very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheerio.